install a full race catch can. My current catch can wasn't able to handle the racing that I was doing and ended up building a bunch of crankcase pressure and blowing out my main seal when I was at the track. Hello, black flag. So I chose this Radium Engineering competition catch can. It's SCCA legal at a 1 quart capacity, and like most of my car parts, it's USA made. It has two 10AN ORB inlets and the top is vented to atmosphere. This is a full race can, so there will be a little bit more of that exhaust/oil smell when you drive around, but my 92 is pretty unstreet friendly at this point, so that doesn't bother me in the slightest. These are the fittings and hoses that I used to mount this catch can on my LS1. All the AN fittings that I use on my car have lubricated threads to avoid any damage. It's just like what I do on aircraft. I wrap the catch can in painter's tape because I know that I'll scratch it up during mock-up, and this just avoids that. I used 2 of these Radium low-profile fittings on this catch can. A big reason why I use these fittings is because I think they look really good. The catch can mount is very simple. It wraps around this groove in the can and is secured by 4 Allen head bolts. The OEM oil cap and extension is removed for this install. Instead, this Radium baffled breather cap is used in its place. And that's alongside a 10AN ORB to 10AN male adapter and a 100-degree 10AN push lock fitting. A GM PCV to 10AN male adapter is used on the driver's side valve cover. So I had this old file for a 3D printed catch can mount laying around, so I initially used this for a test fit. This 3D print is not even close to working, so into the trash it goes. But this cardboard cutout seems to work okay-ish. It looks like it clears my K-Tech belt tensioner, and the small 180-degree tubing also seems to be the right length. So now it's time to trace it on some 1/8 aluminum sheet. I drilled the first 2 holes for the 10mm head bolts. It looks like I'm going to have to take more of this radius off to fit the short tubing. And through the magic of editing, it's already done. So this bracket seems to work. So the levelness is close enough, so the plate needs 4 holes for the catch can to mount to. I seem to have forgotten to film that, but this is what the 4 holes would look like. So now I'm going to remove this old AeroQuip hose from the old PCV system. I found that a soldering iron is a great way to remove hoses without damaging the push lock fittings. My hose cutter makes a nice and clean cut. Some hot water softens up the hose. Then this AeroQuip hose is then pushed on to this 10AN push lock. So why am I using this push lock union? Well, because I need 4 foot of this 10AN line, and I only had one section of 3 foot and then another section of 1 foot. So I combined the two to save money because this AeroQuip hose is really expensive. This 10AN line connects to the driver's side PCV adapter with a 90-degree fitting. The shorter hose is connected to the oil cap adapter. My new mount is bolted up to the passenger side head. The catch can is almost level, but not quite there. I might need to zero this later on. The driver's side line is attached with a 90-degree fitting. The Aeroquip line is a little bit too long, so I use my hose trimmer to cut off the excess. Hot water makes it easier to install the line on this 90-degree fitting. So all of this seems to work, so now I'm going to do the final prep. My favorite way of prepping metal is to use 80 grit sandpaper and a DA sander. Funny enough, we actually do this quite a bit on aircraft. So this is the final product, a prepped plate with some countersink bolts and some lock nuts. And just look how perpendicular this is. Perfect. The catch can is installed and leveled as much as possible. This is close enough. The short 180 degrees tube is installed on the catch can and then to the oil cap adapter. And then the driver's side hose is connected. Also, make sure all the other ports are capped off. All of the crankcase pressure needs to be going into the catch can and not escaping anywhere else. After 9 autocross runs and a 200-mile drive, there's a little bit of oil in the catch can. There's a drain plug in the catch can, but I removed the bottom just to demonstrate. This catch can seems to have solved my engine main seal leaking issues. Also, just to note that my car feels significantly faster now. In the future, I'll be using a syringe and a hose to drain the catch can just because it's easier. If you watched this video so far, enjoy this autocross lap. This is my first event of 2024 and I was a bit rusty and on very bald tires. Unfortunately, the car was very, very slow, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, or maybe support me on Patreon.